Not there's anything wrong with being an alcoholic.
No, of course not.
It feels like it's part of who I am now. I gotta thank Scott for that because that's a part of who he was, and he gave it to me.
Oh, no, of course not. Of course, that's when it decides to play.
So we're just waiting on Arnie. Arnie pie in the sky. It's a little hoppy for a Pilsner, but this Metallica beer is pretty good. I also bought the last 6-pack, I think, in the entire city.
Really?
So I don't want to like plow through it.
Nice.
You know.
Are we still talking about the beer?
I sure as fuck hope so. I don't have a girlfriend. I just have a girl that's very upset if she would hear me say that. Oh my god. The good ones always die too young.
Yes, they do. For those who don't get the reference, we were talking about the comedian.
Yeah.
Not the girl who would get mad if he said there wasn't a girlfriend.
Yeah, sure,
yeah.
dude. Oh. Hey, watch live. Houston Wrestling Radio.
Yeah.
Number 309. 309.
Okay.
Okay. 309, way. And hopefully Arnold will get here because he said he was going to be here by 8:05, and then he said 5 more minutes. Now it's 8:10.
I mean, we could.
So it's like we're already late even for TBS standards.
Yes. I mean, we could just start.
Nah. Well, nah. Not yet. We'll give him a few more minutes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Do, 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 do. What you got there? I don't know. He's planning something.
I don't know who put me responsible of feeding y'all when we started doing the podcast here.
You.
I've learned to always have food.
Yes.
In case of an emergency.
Yeah.
In case of a hunger struggle.
Uh-huh. Oh, look who decided to knock on the door.
Okay. My man! Okay. Fine, bro. Better than never. Oh, yeah.
What up, Arnold?
Yo, let's go around. We've been waiting. Yeah, sorry. For a girl like you.
I think Bianca to pick up some fucking shit she ordered at Walgreens, makeup shit.
Yeah.
Then he wanted a toy, and they were both hungry. I forgot to take out meat.
Hey.
So.
No, you didn't. That's how you got her pregnant.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Now you can wave at them.
Happy Roots Up Day, guys.
Indeed.
What's the dealio?
Well, you know.
Same old song, different old dance.
I gotta silence all the critics.
Yep. Live from the landing strip is the 309th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris. This is Arnold.
And thank you so much for tuning in, guys. If you're watching this live, we very much appreciate it. You could log into your YouTube account, and that way you could chat along with us and, ask us questions, just say hi, talk shit, whatever. I'll see it here. And then, let's see. Already we have one. Jojo. What's up, Jojo?
What up, Jojo?
He says we want Punk. Do it.
Best in the world, baby.
Punk?
We're doing that already, huh?
Oh, he's up Punk.
All right.
I started the CM Punk chants at my house while I was watching Best in the World.
Yeah.
They got it right, by the way.
Ah, cool.
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that. All right. So if you're not watching us live, that's okay. You can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter at HWrestling Radio, and we have an Instagram somewhere.
Some wheezy.
Yeah. Chris, what are we starting with?
Something happened Friday morning.
Yeah? What's that?
Crown Jewels.
That's it.
Who saw it?
I did not see it.
I didn't see it.
Wow.
One. I was in Brownsville on South Padre Island for the weekend.
All right.
So I have
Rub
an
it in.
out. And I left at 6 in the morning here. Got there at noon, right around when it started. And I was fucking tired. And I go to the mall and just so whatever. And of course, Facebook spoiled the main event. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. I'll watch it when I watch it. And then I came back, and then Monday morning I tried watching it, and I was just like, oh, you know something, brother. Click.
So
And then into I watched the Rey Mysterio Randy Orton match, which was match of the week candidate.
all right.
And that's it. Yeah, everything else I'll watch clip notes. I'm not stupid. I watch highlight videos. You know what I mean? Like so, like
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of the things that happened.
You know
in the
what
matches.
happened.
Yeah, I know what happened.
All right.
Apparently, Seth and Dolph put on a clinic, but I didn't watch.
You?
So WWE had the opportunity to give us something that we don't normally see.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, especially with that tournament, they gave us what we always see.
Yeah.
So Rollins and Lashley was fun. Ended abruptly. Rollins won. Okay. Angle losing to Ziggler in the first round? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Rollins against Ziggler again? Really? Rey Mysterio against The Miz again? Really? Now, my MVP of the whole night is The Miz.
Yeah.
All right.
Remember, that last episode of SmackDown, Shane O'Mac said, whoever's a finalist on SmackDown, if you lose, don't bother coming back to SmackDown.
Right.
Miz starts pummeling before the match even starts on Ziggler. Ziggler falls to the outside.
So I'm like, I need this job.
The Miz
I got
jumps,
kids.
The Miz jumps out to the outside and feigns an ankle injury. Come damn, did he sell that? Shane's like, are you sure, man? Are you sure? I was like, dude, I'm never injured. I can wrestle. Because how many times has The Miz left because of injury?
None.
Exactly. So he actually used his past to his advantage, to the point that they were going to call off the match and give the match to Ziggler by forfeit, and then we ended up getting Shane McMahon winning the whole thing, which, yeah. And then the main event from '97.
Which is weird because we keep talking about how it's the main event from '97, but they kept saying, hey, this match has never happened before, which I guess technically it hasn't.
Crown Jewel was what I thought it was going to be. Very boring, very missable. And man, I don't know what short-sighted, narrow-mindedness came to have Hulk Hogan open the show in an undisclosed location.
Undisclosed. They said the first name of it. They didn't say the last name of it.
Riyadh, just once.
Yeah, Rihanna.
And that. Ooh, nah, nah.
And then you have the first thing come out is "I'm a Real American."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch it either. I mean,
Did you protest or you were just busy?
I was just busy.
Did Porsche do her protest?
She did.
Did she watch Raw?
No.
Did she watch SmackDown?
She only watched SmackDown because she happened to be in the room when I turned it on.
Why didn't you watch Raw?
Did she watch NXT?
I don't know if she watched NXT.
Did she watch NXT UK?
I know that she hasn't.
Did she watch Ride Along?
I don't know.
Mixed Match Challenge?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm keeping my eye on you.
I
Keep
missed
my good eye on you.
I missed like all of those too. Just for the record, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here today. I'm just winging it. I'm just winging it. I'm gonna start saying random shit and see if it sticks.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, well, Rey Mysterio got fucking Jushin Thunder Liger earlier.
Is there anything from Crown Jewel from third hand that you heard that you want to talk about? Or is that pretty much the coverage of Crown Jewel for tonight?
I think that's the coverage. Like
Yeah, because
the tournament, meh. I mean, well, no. We need to talk about Brock and Strowman, right?
yeah,
Whoo, Nelly. Brock got a new contract extension now that Roman's out.
2 matches.
Yeah. That could we might end up getting fucking John Jones against Cormier 3, which nobody wants to see that shit.
Nobody.
About as much as people want to see Floyd
John
Mayweather
Jones
fight
is
a
gonna beat him
kickboxer.
again, and then a week later he's gonna get popped for
Yeah.
cocaine. 2 times in a row that happened.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a
I
drug.
might rather want to see Mayweather fight a kickboxer.
It got canceled today.
Aha!
Yeah, he pulled out. Something I don't know anything about.
Hey.
Nope.
Yeah, he signed a two-match multi-match contract. 2 matches. One's already going to be a non-title versus AJ. The other one, I'm assuming the motherfucker's going to keep it till Mania. The winner of the Royal Rumble fights him, again.
God damn it.
So,
well, it makes you feel any better. It's not going to be Roman.
JoJo says, fuck Brock.
It doesn't make me feel any better. At this point this year, I preferred Roman.
Porsche says, I watched nothing.
Week 1. Week damn 1. I'm proud of you.
Am I missing something?
She protests because of Crown Jewel.
What is she like? What's her protest?
The whole thing about going to Saudi Arabia.
No. Yeah,
Hogan.
I don't know the other dicks. But,
like
she just wasn't going to watch Crown Jewel?
Apparently, she's not watching nothing.
If you were here last week,
I wasn't.
You would have heard me
Halloween.
Call out his roommate in front of him.
That's Wednesday, dude. It's fucking brutal outside.
I know.
It wasn't that bad. He lived. I didn't want to tolerate half-assed protests.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna watch Crown Jewel, don't watch anything. There's Ring of Honor. I can give you my New Japan online and password. No. Or you can shut the fuck up.
The Cruise of Jericho happened.
Yeah. Wave it in, man. Yeah. I warned y'all last week. Well, I warned you 2 weeks ago. I warned you last week. That match that they had last year in Hell in a Cell was not good. And I was like, there's no way it can get any worse. Hey, Crown fucking Jewel happened. 5 F5s.
5 F5s. No offense by Braun.
Braun got 1 kick in.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
I didn't watch Crown Jewel, but I watched that whole match. Why? Because they replayed it on Raw.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin knocks him out with the title belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which, that doesn't make any sense. Why? Why would Corbin care?
Because Strowman beat the shit out of him on Raw last Monday. He's got a vendetta.
I guess.
Pay attention, son. I know you're only watching 20 minutes of Raw now, but still. There's internet. Is that and Joe lost again. So
yeah, and almost the exact same fashion. It was the same layout of the match, just a different finish.
Mm-hmm.
I know that happened, but nobody is like giving any fucks about that match. No one's even talking about it, so I don't even care.
Yeah, nobody really cares. Just this whole pay-per-view was a joke. Everything was it was whack, dude. It was.
Can I throw a question out there for you guys?
Sure.
Is this the worst pay-per-view since December to Dismember?
No.
Worst WWE pay-per-view?
No. The worst pay-per-view was just last year, where everyone was booing the shit out of Roman versus Joe at the end. What was that?
Chris, you got the better memory.
I think you might have even been there.
Payback?
Was it Payback? It was a terrible pay-per-view last year. Like, from beginning to end, nothing was good about the pay-per-view. The matches were crap. Unpredictable, and at the end, literally
Backlash, the first pay-per-view that it was Raw on SmackDown in the last hour was nothing but Raw people.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
Okay.
How the fuck did I remember that? I wasn't even there. So, due to something that happened on SmackDown, if we're off the Crown Jewel topic,
we're definitely.
We're done.
I want to know chronological order.
All right.
I had to show you pieces of this because we didn't have time.
Right.
Last week's episode of NXT might have been the best episode of NXT all fucking year.
Missed it.
You sons of bitches.
Missed it. What happened?
Match of the week candidate.
Oh.
Yep.
Could be my pick.
Okay.
Nikki Cross defeated Mercedes Martinez.
Oh, I did see that. Match of the week candidate. Like I thought that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Here's what happens sometimes now. I have time on Thursdays, so I watched NXT from the night before.
But you forget.
But we don't film this shit until the week after. Or right now.
You off on Thursdays now?
Yeah, no, just 12 to 9.
He works, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. So anyway, or sometimes Wednesday nights Bianca is asleep and I just watch what
Right.
So whatever. Yeah, I did. That was a really good match. I'm surprised of the outcome because Missy Martinez is a fucking the adult female actress named Miss Martinez. Mercedes Martinez.
I know who you mean.
Mercedes Martinez. That was kind of her debut.
Mm-hmm.
Her debut.
And they let her lose. She's a very good loser. She's like the female Sami Zayn. But goddamn, that was a good ass match.
The ending.
Oh,
that sign of respect where Nikki Cross is on her knees staring at Mercedes, and she's like, "That was fun.
Let's do this again."
That was fun. That Mercedes was like,
"Yeah,
I got you."
That's why they both look good. And fuck, that was a hell of a match, dude. That was a hell of a match. I just remembered I did watch, I believe all of it, if not most of it.
The Street Profits finally defeated the Mighty.
Good match. Good match.
Good. Oh my God, that frog splash from Montez Ford. That he's still up there somewhere.
Yeah, he got ups. The boy's got ups. That boy has got ups.
First impression when you saw after the match between Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch against Humberto Carrillo and Raul Mendoza.
I did not watch that match.
Holy fuck, man!
I think I was done after the Street Profits match. I think shit came up and I had to leave. So yeah, from that, I watched half of NXT. So that match, and I was looking forward to the match. I'm like, oh hell yeah, that's gonna be fucking cool. Who are those other guys?
That was straight up CMLL shit.
Yeah,
dude.
Who are those other guys?
Humberto Carrillo. Yeah, and Raul Mendoza.
Raul Mendoza. Yeah, I didn't know the other guy, Carrillo.
I don't know him either.
It was good, man.
It was a good match.
That's funny because that's where you stopped watching, right?
That's where you started?
That's where I started because that's what Chris started me there.
What was the main event?
Not yet.
Okay.
Your first impression?
Oh,
man. I don't know, man. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on it.
It's your first time seeing him.
It's my first time.
We're not gonna bust your balls today.
Ever. You know.
Before you say what you don't like,
you don't like flaming hot stuff, right?
Tell me what you do like.
All right.
Tell me what you do like about Matt Riddle.
I do like that he has a different look. I thought that the flip-flop things was kind of funny, and it made sense. So that I liked. All right. And what I also really liked the finisher that he used in that match. That weird-ass
like a submission stretch.
Yeah, like a laying down octopus stretch almost. You know, except he's getting more torque because he's pulling his head down. Yeah, it was a submission.
The bro mission.
What would you describe his style?
That's the thing, man. That's the thing I didn't really like because I felt like they were trying to like put this style of him just being weird and creative, but it just seemed like he was disjointed. You know, like I couldn't figure it out. And the whole thing about he's a bro. He seemed more like a surfer, which I guess surfers are bros, but I don't know.
They're the original bros.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did you watch the debut of Riddle?
No, that's what I said.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Who did he fight?
He fought some other dude. Wait, okay, this keeps happening.
Luke Menzies.
This keeps happening on NXT when the guy that we've been waiting on to debuts and fights a guy that we don't know who the fuck he is, but it's his debut too. And then, oh fuck, I'm more impressed with this other dude. That's kind of how I was. A big, strong British guy.
You know where that started?
Ex-rugby player.
You know where that started?
Where?
Aleister Black with Fish and O'Reilly.
Okay.
That was the first time I can remember of like a debuting guy that I'm like, yeah, that guy is good, but those guys he was wrestling, holy shit.
Yeah.
And that tells you about how good NXT is. Even their jobbers are good. Even their fucking jobbers are good.
Robert Medlin, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. He says this about him. Bare feet creep me out.
He wrestles with bare feet?
Bare feet, no knee pads.
That didn't work out for Rusev. Remember he broke his ankle?
Yeah.
But that was after he started putting on boots.
No, that's why he put on boots. He used to just be barefoot and have that taper on his ankle.
He didn't even have tape. He was like barefooted and he had like boy shorts.
Like an MMA fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to push him off as though he was, I think they said he did gymnastics and MMA.
And pancreas.
Yeah. Pancreas.
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 Yeah. That's what happens when I start drinking again, ladies and gentlemen.
Pilates.
He does Pilates. But yeah, they're like, oh, he does all this stuff. And that's why he's a bro. I was like, it sounds like he's a douche.
Yeah.
But like, I guess that's the point of being a bro. I don't know, man. I'm not sold on it yet.
I don't know, bro.
The main event was supposed to be the War Machine, War Raiders, against Adam Cole and Bobby Fish of Undisputed Era.
What
happened was they do the normal little vignette, the Undisputed Era, backstage with all four of them, and Adam Cole's like hanging off the monkey bars and talking smack because he's a king of the playground. Out of nowhere, from behind, here come War Raiders. Start beating the fuck out of him. 4-on-2.
Mid vignette.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of that with the
That
fucking
means they had to record that, then air that. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
The
In the
camera
middle
guy's
of
like,
that
yeah, we're
stupid-
gonna leave that in.
Yeah, that like music playing,
yeah,
like
NWO.
you know,
stuff.
yeah. And then it's, oh shit, and then wham!
Yeah.
That was
That's
great.
innovative. That's cool.
And the brawl didn't end. It just kept going and going. Like it went from that backstage area to outside to back inside to back into the arena. They're just brawling all, and then Ricochet got involved. Ricochet shows up. He starts flying all over the place.
Then they go
I
inside.
know where this is going.
And
Then
then
they end up inside.
they end up inside the ring.
Fucking Raymond Rowe hip tosses Roderick Strong over the railing that separates the crowd from the ring. He God, man, if it was a discus toss, he would have got a gold medal.
Yeah, he launched the motherfucker.
Dude,
Wow.
even in the end of the whole thing where he hit Bobby Fish with that Uranagi from hell,
Oh, that was
but he
nasty.
bounced off like a fucking ball, like doop, doop, doop.
Yep.
4-on-3, they Undisputed Era end up getting the advantage.
Yeah.
then I got the flashbacks, man. When it's WCW, ECW versus WWE, and from the back, from out of nowhere,
Oh,
Stone Cold Pete Dunne.
no.
Pete Dunne with a chair damn near breaks
shit.
Adam Cole's hand.
Yeah,
Oh,
because Adam Cole was laying down on the ramp and he just wham whacks his hand.
And Cole sold it like he got shot up in the ass with a
Oh,
rocket.
Man.
And he throws the chair at Kyle O'Reilly when he tries to jump off the apron, and they even the odds, and Regal's like, hold on a minute, players. War games.
War games.
2 weeks.
4-on-4.
Old
on
school,
four.
the way it was meant to be.
Yeah. Now,
Do you know how that
two
works?
teams?
Yeah.
Teams 4-on-4.
So the original
Because
classic War Games
last year.
Classic War Games, 2-on-2. I mean 4-on-4. You start with one guy from each per team in the ring every 5 minutes. Bad guy, good guy, bad guy, good guy. The last good guy, then all hell breaks loose. Just the way God intended.
Yeah.
All is right with the world.
That's exactly how the Bible
4-on-4,
Yes,
God
yes.
is right with the world. Even Gillian.
I
Yeah.
believe
So,
that's Deuteronomy.
Mhm.
Yeah. I hate to backtrack a little bit, but JoJo said basically Matt Riddle is trying to be a new version of RVD. I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
To the
Yeah.
extreme.
The extreme, bro.
Yeah, we'll see how many drug tests he'll fail before. That's what kicked him out of UFC because he kept failing for marijuana tests because that's
Really?
what he uses to
Cool.
heal. Matt Riddle.
Wait, he was an actual MMA fighter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did not know that. I thought he was just a wrestler.
Well, because he didn't hold a belt. They don't blow his dick like they do
That's true.
Brock Lesnar's
Yeah.
and fucking everybody else. But and Rousey's. But
Oh.
he,
I'll
yeah.
blow
Oh, no,
Rousey's
wait. Becky's
What?
the man. I thought it was
Becky's
Rousey.
the
man.
The looks could be very
We'll
deceiving.
get to that.
We'll get there.
These metal are fucking weird.
So already next week being our prediction show for War Games, we have 3 matches.
Yeah.
Aleister Black against Johnny Gargano.
Okay.
Which after the fact,
Wait.
we need to back up a little bit. Nikki Cross, Mercedes, sign of respect. Mercedes walks out, and then in comes Candice LeRae
Yeah.
asking Nikki Cross, "Bitch, what the
What?
fuck, white girl,
Yeah.
white people." And then as fucking Nikki Cross is
Also a
leaving,
white person, by the way.
as Nikki Cross is leaving, here comes Aleister. And he walks into the ring to Candice. And Candice steps up to him. Now it's just like, where the fuck's your husband? Like, he ain't here. It's like, I don't think you heard me, midget. Where the fuck your husband? He said, he's not here. And he said, your husband's future is done. So we have Aleister Black against Johnny Gargano, 1-on-1.
All right.
Over. We have Velveteen Dream title match against Tommaso Ciampa for the NXT Campione.
And that's why Lars Sullivan was all pissed off.
That's why Lars was all pissy. So this coming episode that's airing tonight is Velveteen Dream against Lars Sullivan.
For number 1 contender or just
No,
a grudge match?
just grudge. Yeah.
Okay. I
So,
imagine if Lars wins, then they force his hand and it'd
Yeah.
be Lars 3-way or
Yeah.
something.
But all that was NXT, man.
All right.
So you still have tonight's episode that's
Yeah.
airing, and then next week's Go Home that
Next
airs
Go Home.
like before we record.
Yeah.
But we'll have everything set up by then.
Fucking Evolution and Crown Jewel. It feels like Survivor Series is just about like right around the corner. We have no build to it, but yes, we are. But then you don't need to build for Survivor Series. It's just, hey, whoever's the champion on here versus you. Here, you.
Before we get there,
Nope.
little detour.
Who's trying to go?
What did you like from Power Struggle?
Oh. Well, I only saw 2 things.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more than a lot of people are.
Yeah, but no, it was good. I'm glad that you showed me some things before Arnold got here for that. Naito versus Zack Sabre Jr. We watched that match in its entirety, and I have a hot take about Zack Sabre Jr.
The Gedios.
I absolutely love and I absolutely hate his style. I love it because it's innovative. Oh wow, there's a lot of different holds, and he twists you up like a pretzel, and he transitions from this to that, from here to there, and then like, oh man, it's so cool, you know. But I absolutely hate it because every single one of those transitions from one submission to the other that he transitions into, that's so pretty when he does it. And I hate to be this guy, but I'm gonna be this guy. You're killing the business, brother.
Penis.
Because
really, have you ever heard of the Young Bucks?
Yeah, I know, right?
Kenny?
And I could for most of the time I could defend that, you know, and I'm like,
Santina?
okay, you know, it's like just high impact moves or whatever, and they're absorbing it. But every single one of those submissions, it looks like a super complicated ass submission that if it was anybody else, it would be their finisher, and that would be the end of the match.
See.
But here it's just, he just transitions from one to another, to another, to another, to another. And then the guy who's not a submission expert, who's getting his ass kicked, getting twisted like a pretzel, finally gets up and punches him in the face. And oh no, Zack Sabre Jr. got punched in the nose. And then that's
he's
the
dead.
rest of the match.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, dude, he just put him in the family half credenza for like 14 minutes and like, you're okay? Like, what the hell? So, but I love it because it's so pretty and it looks so nice and oh shit, he's doing all this crazy.
It helps that Naito sells like a dog for him. Like everything that Sabre was doing. If it was anybody else, I would be seeing those flaws. But the fact that New Japan prides itself on being king of pro sports, I see more of the execution of the moves rather than the aftermath of the moves. I'm looking at Zack Sabre Jr. and I'm thinking a guy like freaking Kurt Angle or Brad Rayans or Vern Gagne is loving that this guy is still carrying the torch for guys like them. And I don't focus.
Is he carrying the torch for guys like them?
Come
because
on.
like, look, oh man, you think about Angle. Angle was a submission specialist. All he had was a fucking ankle lock. Benoit, all he had was the fucking crippler crossface. Yeah, he would transition into 1 or 2 other moves, but that's it. You know, he would do his sharpshooter, but that's it. This guy, he goes from a sharpshooter into an arm bar, into a leg bar, into a fucking heel hook, into like all this other crazy ass jujitsu shit, and none of it is even like ending the match anywhere near the end of the match.
Sabre, Angle,
okay,
Reigns, Gagne fall in the category of Roman Greco shoot wrestling. I've never seen Benoit as Roman Greco shoot wrestling. I just seen Benoit as a guy that survived the Heart Dungeon, but can also wrestle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he doesn't have Olympic pedigree. He doesn't have college or high school pedigree. You see a guy like Sabre doing the shit that he does to the people that he's doing it to, you get flashbacks of guys like that.
Okay.
So, but now that you mentioned it, I think I'm going to have to start paying a little bit more attention to it. Because again, I'm watching it because it's an alternative to WWE
right.
that I'm starting to enjoy.
Right.
But in typical Houston Wrestling Radio fashion, when we're sitting down saying, yo, man, you got to check this out. You're like picking everything.
Yeah.
And we all do it. Even Travis did.
We're all guilty.
We all do it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're still like flirting that blur in the middle.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, did you hear what happened about Naito this weekend? Oh, apparently it happened in June.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was beautiful.
He got offered a contract and he was like,
nah. No is the same in every language, brother.
Yeah.
But it kind of leads credence to the theory that WWE is doing things to try to kill the competition again. You know, I think one of the highest merch sellers right now is the Ingobernables in general in Japan.
Right.
And you cut the head off of that snake, and it's not going to be moving for that much longer.
They're head sellers in Japan and in Mexico.
Mm-hmm. You know, so to get a guy like Naito, and you're not going to bring that over, you know, because that's exactly what you did with Gallows and Anderson and Styles. You try a watered down version of the Bullet Club, and that failed fucking miserably.
God,
you want to try to do that? Well, we're gonna call them the Whisperers. Let's say make it work. Nah. So I mean, kudos to him. You know, you see a guy like Nakamura, and you see a girl like Asuka touted as the next big thing from the Rising Sun, and look how high on the pedestal they are right now. And Naito sees that and wonders if he thinks he can do better there.
Shit, go back even further. Go look at Tommy, Kenta. Holy fuck, Kenta! Oh man, Kenta's the best thing ever.
Made to go to sleep.
Yeah,
he was the beginning of that tidal wave. Actually, yeah. In one. So
that's a shame.
America.
All right, Ishii versus Suzuki. Holy fuck.
Oh, that sounds ridiculous already.
It was ridiculous.
Dude, I need to go on YouTube and find like underscore 10 seconds of like the Tasmanian Devil, just like from Warner Brothers. That's what that whole fucking match was. It was 60% forearms, and the rest was kicks, and the rest was like 70%
wind up, 30% actual action.
Yeah.
That's like in the front runner for my match of the week. Dude. God damn! Like you hear it, it's like it can't be as bad as it sounds. He didn't even watch a lick of it, and we just told him. We just told him Ishii Suzuki, and he's like, "Oh." You turn that up to like 17.5 decibels. That's exactly what your eyes did when you're watching that fucking match. God damn.
Like, oh God.
And it's weird because we even have listeners that have commented on that trope that it's always like there has to be that spot where they're standing up. Their Japanese version of Testa's strength is taking the shot.
Yeah.
That's their.
Oh hell no! They started off with that shit from jump. The bell rang and Suzuki like fed Ishii a boot to the mouth.
Hit me. Now I hit you. Hit me again. All right, we're done.
That's why I don't play around like that.
And that was it for like 15 minutes.
But goddamn, like you're talking about, man. I don't know if that's a sport. That shit might look fake. Watch this match.
Yeah.
Watch this match. Oh my god! And the fans ate that shit up.
I bet.
Dude, it was so much fun.
It was ridiculous.
That word is perfect. I didn't even see the match and I called it ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I was entertained.
I think when I was sitting on the couch over there when we were watching it, I think I turned to you a couple of times and said, "This shit is stupid."
That you keep watching it?
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
Now, if I'm going to give Zack Sabre Jr. some shit, I gotta give these guys some shit.
Go for it.
Giving away the business, brother.
Oh shit.
But like on the opposite end of the spectrum, whereas Zack Sabre Jr. is submission. And these two are just like fucking haymakers for 15 minutes, and neither motherfucker gets knocked out.
Oh, dude, but that one in the middle where they're like testing who hits hard enough to knock the other one over, and you see Ishii like struggling, holding on. Like that's the storytelling aspect that makes everything else complete.
Yeah.
Like you can have 15 minutes of just two people doing the same move, and it's boring as fuck. But you add context, that 30 seconds of Ishii holding onto the rope, fighting to stay up, Suzuki spaghetti legging for half of that stuff, and then still wanting more.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that's what's keeping my interest.
Of course, at the end, it wasn't just who hit the hardest. At the end, a brainbuster ended it because they did try to do some grapples towards the end, but that was like the last 3% of the match. Let's bring Arnold back into this.
¿Qué pasó, muchachos? I watched Raw and SmackDown.
Pretty much what
that was my contribution to wrestling this week.
Yeah.
Where do I start? All right, since we're bringing Arnold back in, top of your head, what's your favorite Oasis song?
Stop Crying Your Heart Out. It ends the butterfly effect.
Okay.
Makes you cry every time.
I have no idea. I won't even be able to tell you which one it was. Wonderwall.
Okay.
Fucking DJ. A DJ.
Who admitted to me off the air that the strip club was so slow that he paid Judas from Fozzy.
I did.
Sick.
I gyrate to that shit.
I'll shake my ass.
Do you know what I mean? This is mine. But goddamn, dude, Elias is a face already.
Yes, I know what you mean. Why do you keep asking? No. Elias is a face. Yes.
Worldwide, wide. He's all around. He's an international super hit, man.
Instinctively, like he wasn't told. He heard the audience chant for him, and he started strumming the lick on the guitar to have everybody in sync.
That worked.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's fucking sick.
Face, dude.
Of course, that probably only works in the UK where they're like actually singing along and they know how to do that. Where in US, like we just get 4 syllables in and they were like,
yeah, we can't even
clap on key.
You deserve it. We can't even clap on key. You deserve it. You deserve. Yeah, do it. Yeah.
The whole reason why we don't do "You're gonna get your fucking head kicked in" anymore is because we can't do it. Not because of the fucking.
No, well, that's why we do the yes chants.
Well, 10 years ago at Ring of Honor we could, but a lot of shit's happened in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Mostly go back to yesterday. Just go back to yesterday as proof.
Yeah. Elias, what's up, man? How you doing?
We were just talking about
you.
He came in, Elias Laredo. He said, "Yes, I am a face." He says, "Come walk with me."
So, about that Nia Jax reboot.
Well, it's the Nia. Jesus, how many is that this year?
That's too many.
Face heel face.
Wow.
That's the only problem I have with it. The only problem is that they pulled the trigger too many times
and they
flip flopping.
Failed at executing it because we saw it at Evolution. If you were a blind Stevie Wonder could have saw that one coming.
Yeah.
Ember Moon,
and he's dead.
Yes, he's alive.
He's just blind.
When does he know he's dead? When does he know he's
What's the difference? He's all black anyway.
That's racist.
His vision, not his skin, dummy.
God damn it.
We're just about to protest.
Context, pal. Context.
You probably should have stayed sober.
No.
32 days.
Yeah, dude.
0 now, bitch. You that's touching your lips right now.
It must have been good.
Cheers to that. Yeah, cheers to that.
What was this? Can you tell Arnold what he's drinking?
I decided to drink it. I'm the worst.
Stone Brewery presented Enter Night Pilsner collaboration with Metallica.
Oh. That was actually really delicious. It tasted
hoppy
like
for a Pilsner.
Exactly. I thought it was an IPA instantly. I was like, oh, it tastes like a light, bright hopadillo.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Of course, we lost him.
Mm-hmm. It tastes like a brew. It's like a Steve Weiser.
No. Okay.
Remember what Sandman used to come out?
Oh, yeah.
I would do that with one of these beers.
It tastes like cat piss.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
More like dog.
Yes. But yeah, Nia, Tamina, the Romans, they're the Roman
Romans.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Did they get more beer?
Oh, I see.
Not yet.
Damn it. He's going to get more chips.
You're not going to outdo the host. You are not going to outdo the host. If I'm going to do it right, I'm going to do it all in. Look at that.
Puffs.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
yeah.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Puffs on puffs on puffs.
From Puff Daddy. Talk amongst yourselves.
See,
yeah, what do you think? What do you think about the Nia?
This made me happy.
Yeah.
I just said it. If it wasn't for the fact,
let me take a picture of that.
If it wasn't for the fact that this has happened too many times with her switching back and forth on face, I would be okay with this. I would like to see what happens between Nia and Tamina because I want them to actually do something with Tamina that could be interesting. Give her a chance.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not saying that I have a whole lot of confidence in Tamina, but I think everybody deserves a chance for a decent push.
That's just fucking badass.
That is a badass little design. That's cool.
I'm not gonna get that.
So yeah,
they had already lost me when they gave her this title shot. I doubt they did anything to pull me back in by turning her with Tamina. I mean, because what credible, like, help me out, guys. What credible thing has Tamina done in the last 3 years?
Nothing.
Help me.
Her dad.
Chat room.
Her dad died. That
happened to me. We're going there tonight.
That happened to me once.
This is true.
But hey, what happened when fucking Eddie died? Chavo became fucking Rey Mysterio became champion.
Even Chavo became a good heel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Somebody dies, you it pays off.
Yeah. I mean,
So is that the explanation that you're gonna give me when I ask you what the fuck are we doing with Natty and the sunglasses?
Jim Neidhart died.
the whole angle is a little bit too late. Wouldn't you say though?
For
Exactly.
For Natty. For Natty.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, the dude's dead. Like the sympathy window is gone. Like we can't do the Roman stuff 3 months later. Like we'll move on. So
JoJo says I want a Samoan hit squad. Well, this is the first steps into that, I would think.
No.
But if it's just
don't get me
Nia
wrong,
and-
I like it. They're gonna run rough shot around everybody. Problem is, there's already a heel faction. There's the Riot Squad and the Bellas
on Raw.
on Raw. Bailey, Sasha, and Natty are the only fucking faces, and Sasha's already half a heel.
Remember. No.
Sasha's supposed to be a heel. We just like her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's stone cold.
We just like her
Check
and
your whore mouth.
we just like her and WWE kind of forgot how to book her.
Yes.
They're like, okay, we're just gonna stick her with Bailey,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Man,
They had a somewhat interesting story with them going on where, oh, they weren't friends, but now they are friends. Okay, so what's going on? And then Bupkis.
since Survivor Series is bouncing around both Raw and SmackDown, I'm gonna try to stick to the topic. You said they dropped the ball, dude. The Nikki that I saw on Thursday is not the same Nikki I saw yesterday.
I know.
The Nikki
Just because
Cross?
she knows. What do you mean?
She's
What?
doing so good on Raw on NXT.
Okay.
She's on my short list as Woman of the Year
Okay.
Mhm.
for this year. So you're gonna feed her to Becky. Oh, and you're gonna remind us that her old clique still exists
No,
after
no.
being on hiatus.
Listen,
No.
listen. No, listen. I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh,
It's like I would have booked that completely backwards. Completely. I would have had Nikki beat her with a roll up and then have this rematch the week on the go home show in the Survivor Series and have Becky like pull out a win. I
The
think
first
they're trying
mistake-
too hard to try to I think they're still trying to make Becky that heel instead of just letting her be boastful and prideful.
Yeah.
They're trying to still make us boo her.
no,
That promo in the beginning for Becky fell flat.
man.
What, really?
And
I
I-
love
Oh
the
no!
promo.
Oh goddamn!
Watch
I
it.
loved it.
Help me out, chat room. Watch it again. Hear the audience,
Muffled
and then-
audience.
and
it wasn't
then-
live. Remember?
and then hear the audience again when Nikki comes out. Nikki might have stole some of that thunder.
Oh
that-
yeah. One, she's from the UK.
Well, Becky's not that far either.
Yeah, so's Becky. One's
One's
Scottish, the other's Irish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Huh.
All right,
I think that might-
You're wrong.
Okay.
And
Why
here's-
is it wrong?
Here's why.
Because I think I believe you already.
I don't think Nikki Cross needs wins. She's totally character.
Ha! Nah, you shut the fuck up. You said you thought he was right.
I said I think, but I was wrong.
No, man. She's total character, man. And in this loss, it doesn't matter because look how she was, the expression on her face when she fucking lost. She was still like crazy. The fact that she's crazy is what gets her over.
You saw how good that did for Bray Wyatt, right?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
That is true. I totally 100% agree with you. But the reason
should have
why
been Sister Abigail.
Bray Wyatt had as much legs to run as he did was because of the character.
True.
Now, of course, if you bury her week after 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 week, then
Sami Zayn.
yeah, eventually it's going to get to that point. It's not at that point yet, okay? But this was against the champ, and she made a
Yeah.
debut.
She
made
couldn't
a
have beat the
splash.
champ on her
She
debut.
looked good
She's
doing
not
it.
Kevin Owens.
And it totally described her own character, where she's like, "I'll play with you,"
Yeah.
and like, okay. And
Even
then-
after she defeat, she was still.
she was still smiling and being giddy
That's
about
my
it.
match of the week candidate right now. That's my front runner right now.
Okay.
Nikki Cross versus Becky Lynch. That match was fucking great.
For the short match, it was.
For the short match, it
Not
was.
even a
It was
commercial
short and
break.
sweet. No, short and sweet.
You don't give a rebel.
Nikki Stella show.
That-
That's what they say in the live chat.
You don't give a rebel like Becky another rebel to go over.
True.
You give them a pure baby face. Someone from who's in NXT right now that's a pure bona fide baby face that
You
you,
already
can
know
feed
what
to
I'm gonna
Becky.
say.
What? Dakota Kai?
Dakota Kai.
There, exactly. Easy
Yeah.
Dakota Kai.
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
And you could have salvaged Nikki for something later. I sure
But-
hope this is not her debuting on the roster.
Is
This
it-
better be one off because this
is
was
it not
this
a
was
good
horrible
thing?
introduction.
Is it not a good thing that Nikki Cross is now reunited with the rest of Sanity?
No.
I thought that was a great thing, but kind of double-edged blade there because I do like it because she's home, and that's when she's used the best
Yeah.
as that fucking wild card.
Yeah.
But she ascended higher than they did, and then when they left, they left.
Right.
Nikki could be this year's Carmella, where she did a whole lot better without with Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
Like she's doing a whole lot better without both them motherfuckers.
True. Very true.
Oh.
We'll see. We'll see in the long run how it works out. But everything Becky,
What if Nikki is considered to be a babyface now? That's what Elias said.
she's
in
been a
live chat.
babyface.
She is a babyface.
Nikki's been a babyface since she was Insanity.
Yeah.
She's just crazy.
You can be crazy
That's
and be a
an
face.
anti-hero. That's
Yes.
not babyface. That's anti-hero.
Yeah.
That's the face.
Mhm.
She means well.
She means well.
She's like, does the name Eugene ring a bell?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. Oh, no.
Eugene's the PG era Eugene.
No. Fuck you.
No, I take that beer away from him.
Nikki, you're so crazy.
Speaking of people that I think they fucked up,
Yeah.
last week told the whole diatribe about how they killed the underdog story with Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Right?
You did? Who's that?
Why
Get
are
with
you
Kurt
having Kurt Angle pinned in the first round of the
first
tournament
round?
on Friday and then having him tap out
Ugh.
to Drew McIntyre?
Because
a
he's old.
non-submission wrestler
Because he's
on
old.
Raw?
Because he's old.
He's what the Spanish call El Viejo.
He is El Viejo Loco. El Viejo Güero Loco.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he's old. They're trying to do this whole, like, I'm trying to regain my youth angle with them. And it's
Not working.
eventually, it's going to catch up to
He
him.
got
And he's
beat
going to
by
realize
Dolph,
it.
Drew, and next is Braun.
And then he's going to have a heel turn because he gets so frustrated because he's not making any wins because he's old.
First of all, heels need to memorize lines, and it's not going to happen with Kurt Angle.
Second of all, heels need to stand up straight. And you can't do that either.
Stand up straight when you're talking to me, boy. I am.
God damn it.
That's not going to happen. Oh, man.
New tag champs on Raw. Heartbreaking.
As my wife would say, who the fuck are those guys? The next day we saw that we were watching, like, I think it was SmackDown. I forgot what we were watching, but they showed what happened to him. She was like,
Who
who were those guys? Who's AOP? Who were those guys? I was like, they're like Roman's cousins or something. they're not
really.
It's a moment.
That's
No, they're
one's
just
like Lebanese and
yeah.
others
I don't know how I
else.
feel about that, man.
Really?
No. Here's the thing. I loved AOP and NXT.
Okay.
Okay, love's a strong word. I like them in AOP.
All right.
In NXT.
NXT.
I loved AOP with Paul Ellering.
I love Paul exactly.
Done.
Now I do love that a little fucking Squeaks is interjecting himself here and there.
Little squeaks.
Yeah, fucking
Oh, little squeaks.
yeah. You know, he interjects himself
British alfalfa.
here and there, and he's helping them, you know.
Yeah.
But
That wasn't too convincing.
no, it's
Yeah,
just,
no.
yeah.
I mean, he's there.
I just don't think it was their time. But when would it have been?
Elias disagrees with you in the live chat. He says they should have put the tag belts on AOP a long time ago.
That's what I'm trying to say. They jumped the shark on that one.
Oh,
They should have done it like from the get-go.
Okay.
But they didn't, and now it's like, who? Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys.
Yeah.
And then they're the champions. Wow, that was fast. Oh, not even fast because they debuted in April, but they've had like 5 matches.
I'm okay with it.
I'm fine with it because obviously Seth wasn't going to be the double champion.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm okay with it. I didn't want Seth to be running around with the tag belts all by himself. Now, what's weird about it, though, think about it, he had both the belts. So it means at some point, somewhere along the line, he actually had to get that extra belt from Dean. How awkward was that?
Dean never took it. He left.
Yeah, he never got the belt.
He didn't take the belt with
Never
him?
took the belt.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
He's had both of them
Never mind.
2 weeks in a row, I think.
Okay.
How about my match of the week candidate, Rey Mysterio and Andrade?
Yes.
Cien almas. Dígale, güey.
Match of the week candidate for me as well. Definitely.
Los cojo para la lucha de la semana.
¿Oh, sí? Eso es lo que se hace escoger, ¿eh?
Sí.
El único de todos.
Pues mira esos güeyes allá. Defiéndete. Primeramente.
We're going to build a wall and Mexico's going to pay for it.
Which, if studies have shown, the border's blue, baby. It's
Yeah,
all the
true.
red. It's all the red unpopulated areas that fucking went cruise control on us and fucked us.
The problem about the border is they legitimately thought Beto was Hispanic. Beto, sí, órale, vámonos.
Vamos.
Ese es mariachi americano con el base, güey.
Yeah, los polos.
Ese otro chavo, él no. Cruz. Él no es un Cruz.
Cruzito, no.
Cruz.
Claro.
Es bueno.
Cruz culero, güey.
Cruz.
Cruz
es de verga.
That match.
Vale, verga, pinche Cruz, güey.
That match was fucking great. It
I
showed
want
me-
more.
Exactly. It was.
What did I hit my sat button?
He got the joke.
Race card.
Thank you, JoJo.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you, JoJo. I'm sorry. Go.
How's Brave doing, by the way, Jojo? Fucking yo, dude, this match was good, but like you said, perfect. It was really good. Like it was
Wasn't too
Fuck it.
long, wasn't too short. Maybe one more.
one match of the week. Match of the week.
The only thing I would have had added, I would have liked to have seen a win for Cien Almas. That's the only other little thing on my wish list that I could have got out of that match.
I'm okay with him losing.
I'm okay with it. But if he had won, my erection would be even harder
He
now.
will, here's my thing. I think he will win. Or faction, which was the original thing that it was rumored about Ray doing when he got back.
With Ray and Cien?
Shit, tell me about it.
They did tease that on the episode
Did they?
because they said Selena Vega's not here tonight. She's tending to other duties,
Managerial duties.
other managerial duties for Andrade.
recruiting.
I think that could have just been, hey, we couldn't get her to the UK because of the visa thing.
Visas.
Yeah.
Or
But-
he's recruiting Penta. That's it.
Or the house party.
Oh no, come on. Keep it Mexican.
No, house parties not Mexican?
No, have him in Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah, that's right. One of them
That
is.
doesn't count.
Cristo's from Chicago.
So
His
we
name's
got,
Jonathan.
okay, so
I don't know what his name is.
where's Grandma Talik from?
He's
Is he from Mexico?
Yeah, he's Mexican.
So, okay, you got a Mexican, a Chicagan, and a Puerto Rican.
Yes.
Oh, what?
The
Chicagan.
The Chicagoite.
If you're from Chicago, you're a Chicagan.
Was the accent necessary?
Yes, yes.
It's like you're clearing your throat. Chicago.
Chicagan.
Bears. No, that match was great, dude. It was the right amount of fucking like the length of it was great. I've heard that before. It was just,
No, you haven't.
I told you that
never heard
last week.
before, I guess. No, it was good, and they were flying around. Again, I was watching,
Which is what Mexicans do.
See?
That's how half of us got over the wall.
See?
The Hurricane changes.
Yes.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Planchas. They got here with Mexican service forwards.
They got no pinche arm drag. Dale. Así.
They got here on boats doing Mexican surfboards.
You're proving it. I forget the comedian, but you're proving his theory right. It's like you're not going bald. You're just stressed out all the time. God damn!
Who was that?
I forgot.
Oh man.
I forgot.
I don't know. Yeah. I hear you.
But Mexicans, we can't talk about them anymore.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
thrown out. We've done enough.
Elias says that Selena's out with a concussion.
Oh yes! Did you
What the fuck?
dude? Nia Jax killed her on fucking Evolution.
Oh yeah.
Nia Jax threw her when she threw her.
Yeah,
dude,
she
she landed
sent her flying.
head first on
She
the
went
floor.
flying.
She landed legitimately on her head.
Yeah.
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 Could have used you last week.
Yeah. Nia Jax is bad.
And we're still giving her the title shot, huh?
Yes.
After she damn near killed Charlotte?
Yes.
Right?
Damn
And
near
after she damn near killed
Damn near killed. Who else? She broke Bailey's fucking like back almost, or arm or
her
something.
coccyx, which I didn't know
yeah,
women had.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of padding back there on Bailey.
Yeah, that's true.
Only in the right angle. Man,
Put a Coke on that shit.
how about Samoa Joe and Matt Hardy?
Jeff Hardy.
That too.
Yes, one of the Hardys.
Hardy.
Good. It was a good match.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
thought it
Actually,
was okay.
yeah, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's weird, man, because I'm always like, I just washed up Jeff Hardy, and then he'll be like, oh, "Hey, what the fuck? He's good."
Wait a second, I like this guy.
Yeah.
Then he takes
Then
the knees to the swan.
Yes,
He's like, oh, poor guy, he's not gonna
yes.
see him again.
No, then he dies.
dude.
And then Daniel Bryan.
The commentary between D. Bryan and The Miz were putting that match over, dude. They put both of them over in that match.
Dude, I love this dynamic of D. Bryan and The Miz.
Dude, that moment backstage where they're both agreeing and they're like, yeah, I'm gonna.
And they didn't like
when they agreed. I smiled. I was like, yes, that's how every badass friendship starts. You hate each other first. Me and Abel.
Yeah.
We'll like each other eventually.
Hated this guy.
Rock and sock.
Yes. Yeah. Dude, so God, they'll make. Oh my God, if they're tag team.
Either that or you start the relationship with pure lust, and that was me and Chris.
Yes.
That was me and Arnold.
Yeah.
So I found out you like thrice. Damn, come over after you're gone.
He did his tattoo with his dick.
Why isn't it white?
Left it out in the sun too long.
Yeah, that was a brand. No, that's what train though. Yeah, if we ever see them as tag,
just say for it is Deadbolt.
Yeah.
All Arnold's blood went somewhere else.
Yes.
The rush of blood to the head.
Yes.
Figure out which one.
I like this dynamic with him, man, and I like the team so far. I like the team better than the Raw team already because the Raw team's already.
I don't like the team.
What?
Fuck Shane McMahon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But he's the best in the world.
You shut your mouth about the best in the world. All right?
Oh, excuse me. Well then,
earned that.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Went through grueling match after match after match in that tournament.
He's only 1/3 of the best in the world. Okay.
I mean, come on, man.
Dude, but how jacked is he? Oh my God.
Yeah,
he's the beaver tranquilizer.
It's that Ico Pro. It's that Ico Pro.
I understand Shane won the title,
but part-timers don't get drug tested.
That's true.
You're talking about best in the world, man. It's come on. Anybody that's watched wrestling, even recently, knows.
Punk can't do a coast to coast.
No. Best in the world definitely has to be the guy that beat The Rock and Steve Austin the same goddamn night to become undisputed champ. That's my best in the world.
Are we setting up a Shane McMahon versus Chris Jericho match at Mania for the best in the world title?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be cool.
I mean, he already lost it against CM Punk in 2012.
Yeah.
But
well,
CM Punk,
they writ their own history. Apparently, AJ didn't do the women's
never fucking tweeted give Divas a chance.
No, nothing.
Nikki Bella did it.
Overall, I think that's it for Raw and SmackDown. What are you thinking about?
We're missing something.
Oh, we're missing a lot of fillers. Raw.
The girls, women's. Look at the girls' team got filled out fast
for SmackDown.
Mandy, Sonya face turn. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I love Sonya. I love Sonya Deville.
Okay.
And I love to hate Mandy, which is great. That's the point of her.
I don't love to hate Mandy.
I
love something with Mandy.
Thumbs down on Raw for not giving Leo Rush a goddamn microphone. This whole week, I was like, man, that motherfucker. Yeah. I hate you. Talk.
I hate when I went from hating the motherfucker to
the Simpsons memes.
Lashley.
The Simpsons memes.
I just
my rapping Leo Rush tape.
That's Penny's newest thing.
Penny's doing it.
Oh my God! Well, she
more people would do it if Lashley was white. But
yes. Oh God.
Wrestling's so weird.
What was the deal with that pose that he was doing?
Where he just like
showing his ass. Yeah.
It's like, look at this.
The glutes, man. The glutes.
Oh man, that did not go over at all.
Like, why does it say just B and B on the back of his tights? And he like bends over. Oh, Bob. Oh, I get it.
So how's y'all hype for Survivor Series with 1 week to go?
Jesus Christ.
That's too fast.
That's way too fast.
I bet Randy tells that to you
all the time. All the time.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Dude, I don't care. It's bad enough. It's bad enough that all of a sudden Survivor Series is bragging rights, which I didn't really care too much about bragging rights either. I think I've complained about this every year.
Hey, but Survivor Series is the one time of the year where Raw and SmackDown.
One SmackDown. One SmackDown.
I kind of know how they do that fucking line over and over.
Why?
Dude, if we had a drinking game for every time there was a mention of the words WWE, our livers would not exist.
No.
Yeah.
Or every time they had to make that line about Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Being the only time of the year that Raw and SmackDown both had to have Mortal Kombat.
As every week goes on, I'm further starting to realize that WWE mainstream programming is not the program for me anymore.
Okay.
Does Braun really have to threaten the guy backstage with the headphones and have to drop his tagline, "Get these hands"?
No.
Does the announcers always have to stay and even stumbling through trying to say Finn's an extraordinary man that does extraordinary things?
No.
I can tell that this is not for me anymore.
And what
Just
happens
like the
every time
new-
Sasha comes back? What
just
time
like-
is it?
Oh,
It's
wait. Boss time.
Come on.
This is like the new Ninja Turtles movie.
But
I can respect it because I want kids to be into wrestling like I am.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like those Ninja Turtles movies the way I do the original ones from the 80s.
Yeah.
With that's my version of pro wrestling. That's why I'm loving New Japan. That's why I'm loving fucking Lucha Underground. Kids can have this WWE stuff. So, like, I'm so psyched that I'm going to be at TakeOver because I think that's going to be the show of the whole weekend. That's been built for months.
Somebody
Survivor
made the
Series
point
been built for days.
Last time we were talking about our list about there's no WWE main roster matches on
our
this
match
list
of the
at
year so
all.
far.
And we have enough NXT talents that are now main eventing matches.
They can't.
And it's the booking. It's the presentation.
And we lost I think we lost our best chance at, shifting of the norm by Triple H. He's gone for a while.
Yeah.
He tore his pec. He has to do his surgery or whatever. But I think with shit like that, I don't think you could even fly and stuff like that. I might be, over my head.
Well, he was never really a top rope guy anyway. So
no,
You dumbass.
It's hard. The booking and like the producing and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Like going city to city. Yeah.
Shane is gonna be in charge of it now.
I don't know.
Triple H is doing great, man.
It'd be Kevin Dunn.
Forgot about that guy.
it's FaceTime, dude. That's all it is now.
True, he could
Yeah.
just FaceTime and say, "Hey, you do this, you do that, bud." But I don't know. That's kind of whack.
We need to figure out when we're getting together to watch the finals of Ultima Lucha. The second episode of Ultima Lucha is going on right now, and I think that's the only one. And I'm gonna have both of them on my computer by the end of the week.
I think it's total fucking false advertising when that name of that fucking.
Well, you're expecting Ultima Cuatro to be 4 episodes?
No,
Ultima Lucha, you had it season 1. It literally translates to last match. They've had 4 last matches. Each one of them 3 episodes long.
God damn it.
No, the first one was 1 episode. Next year was 2 episodes, and next year was 4 episodes. And then this year is only like 2.
2. Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Last year I thought it was 3, and they snuck up the 4th one on us. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, they just snuck it in
It's
there.
like a little Lou, please. But
Yeah. No, it's okay. You enjoyed it.
I guess. Is there anything else you feel like we're missing?
Maybe
Did you read the notes on our chat?
about.
The lack of viewers NXT UK is having.
Oh,
I have not seen a single episode.
If you were to calculate Facebook likes into views, NXT is like up towards the millions. Raw's got millions. NXT UK has 172,000. And they're still thinking about doing NXT Australia, NXT Japan,
Mexico.
At what point we had this conversation ad nauseum, but since we've eaten gassy stuff, we might come back to it.
Yes.
At what point does this no longer developmental and it's legit a third brand? You got Evolve. You got ICP, ICW.
I think it's
you
just
have
a third brand already. I don't think it's developmental anymore.
Man,
you're gonna add 4 more hours of NXT for every continent on the goddamn planet,
bro. We've been having this conversation since Finn was like, "I don't want to go to the main roster because NXT's a third brand."
Yeah.
Like we've been having this conversation for goddamn 3 years.
But
it's not.
You're telling me the guys on the
lie?
NXT roster are developmental? Matt Riddle, Aleister Black, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Shayna Baszler, Ember Moon, Asuka, well before they got up on the main roster when they were still on NXT. NXT has not looked.
Joe was on
And
NXT.
Shinsuke Nakamura, Sami Zayn, Cesaro. That is not a roster of developmental.
The
That is
finest.
a.
You
That
tell
is
me the finest is developmental? You tell me that? You sit there on your throne of lies and tell me that Kona Reeves is developmental.
I'm not going bald.
I see what he's doing. Is the
Yes.
Kona Reeves player? He's going for it. He's gonna come in to be blonde next week.
I'm gonna have like
And
all these
balded.
chains and shit. I'm not gonna have a shirt, just a jacket, sunglasses.
No knee pads either.
No knee pads. Knee pads are for losers.
Yeah.
His pose will be all crooked. You need developmental to get straight.
Yes.
Yes.
Is there anything else before we bid farewell?
Fuck.
I feel like
Now?
we're missing.
I feel like we're missing.
I feel like we're missing one. I just don't know what it is. We're just incomplete. I don't know why.
It was pretty. I mean, they were all brief things.
There's 5 hours of
I
television,
know,
but
yeah.
Yeah.
The girls, like I said, we got all the SmackDown lineup. We have none of the Raw lineup for the Survivor Series.
thumbs up, thumbs down for Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura, first time ever.
Yeah, they said that. I didn't. Wait. When did this happen?
This is gonna happen.
Oh, what are you talking about?
They
Oh,
announced it after Crown
Survivor
Jewel.
Series.
They announced it after Crown Jewel. Seth
U.S.
Rollins-
champion versus Intercontinental champion.
Shit. I will hold my judgment because the last time I got hyped up for Shinsuke Nakamura versus anybody,
Just let it go.
I had a fucking
boo.
Chinaman next to me, fucking disappointed.
Just let it go.
Chinaman, motherfucker.
You just had to say Chinaman.
Chinito from Vietnam. Fuck.
Do I look Korean?
What the fuck are you saying?
His flight rice, you blick.
A tweetie? A tweetie? Japanese dollars.
What other races are we going to offend tonight before we go?
I don't
We've
know.
gotten the whites, the Hispanics, the Japs
The
out the way.
Samoans,
I have
The
everybody.
Samoans, the terrorists
I
that
have
won the
no-
tag titles on Raw.
Yes.
What else?
They should have won it in Saudi Arabia.
I have no fucking idea. There, now we hit Vietnamese. There you go.
Yes.
Yes.
Dimao. Okay.
All right.
so
Adios, my
Didn't
friends.
know.
Keep it classy. God damn it.
Never
that was
mind.
probably the most
Rob-
awkward finish to an episode
Oh,
ever.
Robert says anyone watch the Bucks of Jericho versus Bullet Club on the cruise?
No, I didn't
watch
see
it.
any of the crews.
Yeah.
Dude, then wrestling's got enough of my money. I can't afford another $10
No.
for Honor Club.
Yes.
However, who's interested in going to see Ring of Honor the weekend of Royal Rumble?
It's official then. Yeah.
Like you wanted to go see Thrice, right?
Oh,
Ah,
bitch!
asshole friend didn't buy me a ticket.
Oh,
Holy bitch! Just because I'm single, I got disposable income to waste on you?
Yes, that's exactly why. That's exactly why. You blew it.
He didn't.
Probably
Because
because you didn't blow it.
Ah.
You cut me deep just now.
God damn it! All right, Robert, JoJo, Elias, everyone else that was joining, of course, Porsche. Thank you so much for joining us on our live chat. Join us again next week, next Wednesday, 8 Central.
Jojo, I'm gonna find you in Memphis, bro.